How about we try and take a sports bar mainstay and make it a little bit better? Welcome back. Today we're going to be creating the Mudslide. Now the Mudslide, how people would normally realize it, is very similar to the Bushwhacker, where it's like a blended cocktail, maybe has some ice cream within it, Kahlua coffee, ice cream, shaken up, made to look like a milkshake and such like that. I'm not going to make that. It's very similar to the Bushwhacker, which I've already made. Check the video up there. Now we're going to make this in more of a, not a regal presentation, but in a slightly better presentation. I've had a Mudslide before, but maybe not in this sense. So let's get into this. This is actually a shaken cocktail. Grab your shaker. And into the small tin, I'm going to need an ounce of coffee liqueur. This is where people would mainly use Kahlua. Today I'm using Mr. Black. Mr. Black was actually created in Australia, and actually they grow and make their own stuff from Arabica coffee, from their own coffee beans. So I need an ounce of Mr. Black coffee liqueur. And now I need an ounce of Irish cream. Typically you would use Bailey's. Today, I'm not going to use Bailey's. I'm going to use Carolyn's. Also made in Ireland. I think this will work just fine. An ounce of Irish cream. And now before I add the heavy cream, I'm going to go ahead and use vodka. And use Tito's. Pick a vodka. It doesn't matter. Use Tito's, Grey Goose, Absolute, Smirnoff, I don't care. If you want to use a coffee vodka, go ahead. Again, I wouldn't recommend it, but hey, go for it. I need an ounce of vodka, which also helps to clean out the jigger. Impressive. And now to give the Mudslide its, I guess, signature creaminess, we're going to use heavy cream. I need an ounce and a half of heavy cream. And now, of course, you know it. Grab your ice. I'm going to fill this up with ice as much as I can. Small cubes. If you have big cubes, crack them. Crack one and leave one whole. I've heard that Dave Arnold recommends that because it gives what he says is the most effective chilling and heft to the cocktail. So now we have ice in the tin. Cocktail, Mary, pop. Beautiful. Now, grab a coupe, Nick and Nora. I'm using a larger coupe because this is like 4.5 ounces of liquid. So I'm using something a little bit larger than I normally would for this. Take your hawthorn, drop, strain. Now for garnish. Honestly, I should have like a big bar of chocolate and do shavings on top of it. I don't have that, and I don't want to do that because honestly, it just means wasted chocolate to me. So instead I'm going to utilize a candy bar. This is Hershey's. People will probably say you're sacrilegious, but I don't care. I'm going to use a couple bars, a couple mini bars from a Hershey bar. I'll probably use like a row of 3. Just place them in. Try and lay them right on top. Whoa, well that didn't work. Just sunk right to the bottom. Yep, they're just going to slide. They're just going to flop right to the bottom. Oh well. That didn't work. But it's alright. Because we have a Mudslide. Cheers. Ooh. Ooh. I like this. Especially as the chocolate starts to get in there. Start to slowly melt because of how cold it is. It's creamy. It's tasty. The coffee liqueur comes through. It's like high, and I'm fascinated by that. I love it. Because even though I may not drink coffee regularly, having a little bit of a coffee note, just a little note of coffee, beautiful. This is a nice cocktail. It's a nice desserty cocktail. This is something that you would have at the end of a night. Perhaps at the end of a Valentine's Day meal. Or just at the end of a nice hearty meal, where you might want something sweeter rather than something like a whiskey skin that was done a couple weeks ago, or something along those lines. This is it's very nice. It's cold. It's slightly bitter, slightly sweet from the Irish cream, and the heavy cream really gives it the nice thick body that a cocktail like this deserves. If you like the video, then please hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and share the video, please. If you want to use any of the barware that I use on my show, check the links down below. They are Amazon affiliate links. Means that if you click the link, make a purchase, I receive a bit of the kickback from it. Thank you in advance. Check all my socials right here. I try to be on my personal YouTube page. I might actually get away from that, go back to Twitch. If I decide to, I will let you know and put a link in the description as well. Until next time, thank you for watching. I'll be back real soon with another cocktail. This has been The Beginner's Bar.